Have you ever had that feeling, where the more you want love, the more you try to find it, it just seems to disappear? It's one of the most frustrating feelings out there. Well, in this explainer, we're going to dive into the fascinating, kind of hidden, energetic reasons why that happens, and more importantly, what you can do about it.
So this is the big question, right? Why does wanting love so badly seem to have the opposite effects? It just doesn't make sense on the surface. You'd think being eager and interested would be attractive, but a lot of the time it just isn't. So we're going to get into the subconscious stuff that's really going on here. And that brings us to what we can call the love paradox. It's the simple, frustrating truth. The more you chase it, the faster it seems to run. There's an unseen dynamic at play, and we're about to put a spotlight on it. Okay, so what is this invisible force that's pushing people away? Let's give it a name. We'll call it the energy of need. And the whole problem, the root of it, starts when you are subconsciously, pushing your energy out towards someone else. So what on earth does pushing energy out even mean? It sounds a little out there, but it's really a metaphor. It describes this pattern where you basically abandon yourself. Your focus, your energy, your whole vibe leaves your own body and gets projected onto another person because you're looking for something from them. Approval, validation, you name it. So what does this look like in the real world? Oh, you'll probably recognize it. It's that feeling of constantly trying to get their approval. It's when you walk into a room and immediately try to smooth over any tension they might be feeling. It's changing who you are, what you say, what you do, all based on this silent question, who do you need me to be? It's exhausting, and it completely drains your own presence. Now, here is the most important part of this whole thing. This pattern is not your fault. It's not some character flaw. For so many of us, it's a survival tool we learned as kids. You might have figured out early on that to feel safe, you had to be the one to manage a parent's mood or to ease the tension in the house. And that pattern just keeps running on autopilot in your adult relationships. So that brings us to the consequences. We've got the diagnosis, but why does this push love away? What does it actually feel like for the person on the other side of that needy energy? This quote absolutely nails it. I mean, think about it. You walk into a store and a salesperson just descends on you. You can feel them wanting that commission from you. It feels intrusive, right? And your gut reaction is to back away, even if you were actually planning on buying something. It's the exact same dynamic in our relationships. Yeah, that need for approval creates this subconscious disturbance, a weird vibe. The other person feels like something's off, like there's an agenda. It can even feel like a subtle kind of control, like you're trying to manage their emotions to get the response you want. And nobody likes to feel controlled, so they pull back just to get some space. Okay, so if pushing our energy out is the problem, what's the solution? This is where it gets really good. It's about becoming what we'll call the magnetic self, and it involves this huge shift. Instead of blasting your focus outward, you learn to bring that energy back inward. You learn to choose yourself first. So bringing energy in is the total opposite of pushing it out. It's about being present, right here, centered in your own body. It's a state where you're so at home with yourself, so comfortable in your own skin, that you genuinely don't need anything from anyone else. And that calm, self-assured presence, that's what's truly magnetic. This comparison just lays it all out, doesn't it? Pushing out feels draining and anxious, and the effect is that it repels people. But bringing your energy in feels centered and calm. The focus is back where it belongs, on you, and the effect is magnetic. It is a complete 180 of your entire energetic state. And you know what the craziest result of all this is? It's the effect it has on other people. When you don't need anything from them, they can finally just relax. Your centered presence creates this kind of gravitational pull, this space of emotional safety where they can just be themselves without feeling like they have to constantly manage your feelings. Okay, this all sounds really good in theory, but how do we actually do it, right? How do you go from that needy feeling to being magnetic? Let's get into the practical, actionable steps for how to choose you. All right, here are 4 steps you can start practicing. Number 1, be vulnerable. That means actually saying how you feel, even the messy, uncomfortable stuff. 2, set boundaries. Stop abandoning your own needs just to make someone else happy. Let them be responsible for their own feelings. 3, and this is a big one, learn to accept disapproval. You have to let go of the idea that everyone has to like you. It's okay if they don't. And finally, number 4, reclaim your energy. Realize that you are not responsible for how other people feel or react.
Now, a little voice in your head might be saying, wow, this sounds really selfish. But here's the twist. When you stop taking care of someone else's emotions for them, you actually give them the space to step up and take responsibility for themselves. Your boundaries can literally be the thing that helps them grow. So, this is what it all comes down to. This huge shift in focus. The goal isn't to get better at attracting love from someone else. That's not the prize. The real goal is to stop leaving yourself behind. It's about bringing your focus back home and choosing you first. And then love, well, love becomes this amazing byproduct of that connection you've built with yourself. And that brings us to our final thought. We spend so much time looking for the right person, hoping they'll choose us. But what if that's the wrong question? What if the whole game changes the moment you realize the first person you really need to choose is you?